I said that the doubt was from outside. All the ones that they have the answer, or all the ones that they have the truth, they were saying that we are too young, we are not good enough. They were waiting for Villa draw points in case we want to achieve Champions League, and they were saying that we were not able to win in this pitch because too young, because not experience, and unfortunately for them, they have been all wrong. All the ones, that they have the truth and they have the answer for everything. So in English, I would say F off to all of them, because the player, they deserve that. And the way they have, I said many times, the effort they have doing has been fantastic.
Enzo Maresca has been a transformation at Chelsea. And this manager has shown that he's so flexible and is able to change. And in our video today in particular, we are going to actually predict how Enzo Maresca is going to set up Chelsea in the 2025-2026 season. We are going to look at his tactics and his starting 11 for that season. Now, we know Maresca's 4-2-3-1 structure. The roles of the fullbacks, the roles of the wingers, and how he likes his team to attack by having his wingers staying out wide, having his twin 10s moving into those half space positions, because he wants to have two twin number 8s, that is Fernandes and Palmer. Then he wants one of his fullbacks to invert into that midfield and help Caicedo in actually looking to solidify that midfield so that he can have a rest defense of 5 players and an attack of 5 players. And this is so important whenever he's playing against a back 4. When he plays against a back 5, the philosophy changes. The role of his fullbacks is very, very important. And we have seen even Maresca experimenting this season in the preseason and in the Club World Cup, where he wants to use his fullbacks in slightly wider areas and use inside wingers so that he can look to generate width by his fullbacks. That is what he tried to do with Cucurella and Malo Gusto, so that he can look to try to have something more of a 2-2-1-5 when he wants to overload. But generally, he wants to have that back 3 that gives him that extra security, and also to find himself in a position where he can even shift from just having that attacking 5 to an attacking 6 with even a fullback looking to occupy the half space, something that Marc Cucurella has done, and moving into a 3-1-6, even sometimes slight adjustments by playing Palmer in the wide area and making him to come in so that he can look to attack that half space position. So this just showcases his tactical flexibility. And this is one thing that is putting Maresca above everyone. Now, in the glimpses of the Club World Cup, we started to see the tactical structure, the tactical instructions that Maresca was looking to give to his players. And this will form the basis of our discussion in this video, in particular, trying to analyze Maresca's starting 11 for Chelsea next season. I'm going to give you the individual players, I'm going to give you their roles, I'm going to give you why I believe these players will be so crucial for Maresca. If you are new in this channel, do not forget to like, share and subscribe. Share this video with your friends. And now we are moving to the first player, which is Robert Sanchez. A lot of rumors have been going with Chelsea looking to sign a new goalkeeper. And this is justifiable because when you look at Robert Sanchez, just look at Robert Sanchez, his time, his first season, and even his time in the first half of the season. It was mistakes after mistakes, him stepping out of the line, sometimes him passing the ball and actually conceding a goal. This was Robert Sanchez. This was how poor Robert Sanchez was. Robert Sanchez was error prone, Robert Sanchez was mistake prone, his confidence was quite low, and everybody could just get the best out of him. The mistakes kept on coming, his positioning was very, very pathetic, and everybody lost any glimmer of hope. But after Robert Sanchez shaved his hair, after the 3-1 loss to Manchester City, we have seen a different Robert Sanchez. A Sanchez who won the Club World Cup Golden Glove. His passing is now looking quite great, even seeing in the Club World Cup. He's looking to play players in behind. He's looking to pick runners in behind. And this showcases how Sanchez has changed. We move on to the next crucial position, and these are the centre backs. Now, in the centre backs, Maresca has preferred to have Chalobah over Tosin because he believes Tosin and Colwill play a similar role, and he wants one centre back who's quick and one centre back who's a better passer. So one ball progressor and one passer, and that is what Chalobah and Colwill do. Both of them complement each other. Chalobah is a ball progressor. Colwill is a passer of the ball, and you can see Chalobah's athleticism allows him to play in that wide role quite better. Chalobah's passing has also quite improved with his training, and you can now see the way he's looking to solidify that right centre back role. The injury of Wesley Fofana actually gave Chalobah that space to actually get it. He was an outcast in that Chelsea team, and now he came, he was very humble, and he accepted his positioning. Another thing that we're seeing Chalobah doing is the way he's able to cover that right flank, the way he's able to tackle, the way he's able to read the game, and I'm so impressed. Looking at this is actually a player who Chelsea had given up on. Now let's go to Levi Colwill. He's 23 years old, but his composure is like Thiago Silva. You might think that Thiago Silva is playing in that position. The way he passes the ball, the way he's able to spot passes that we can't even spot, is why Maresca wants Colwill in the heart of his defense. Sometimes he can step out with the ball and his line breaking passes, though sometimes Colwill might have this lack of awareness when he's defending, and that's where Trevor Chalobah comes in to actually protect him. But overall, what you notice with Colwill is that he's always looking to pass that ball in areas where Maresca wants that ball to be played, and he's giving Chelsea what Chelsea need when it comes to attack. Now we move on to the next set of players. Those are the fullbacks, and the fullbacks we're looking at Reece James and Marco Correa, who are Chelsea starting fullbacks. I know the signing of Jorel Hato and Malo Gusto, who will also play considerably throughout the season. But Reece James is the club captain. Reece James played quite phenomenal in the Club World Cup. He led the team. He stood for the team. And we are seeing Reece James being used in a much more different role, with Maresca preferring to use him in that midfield position next to Caicedo, in that whenever he tries to play with a fullback, Reece James is able to drop into that right back position. Maresca is looking to a situation where he utilizes James and doesn't overload him with a lot of running on the pitch, so that he can be able to save Reece James's muscles. Now, when you go to Marco Correa, is even a different transformation. He has hit his prime. He's 27. The way he passes, the way he moves, the way Marco Correa is at the moment the best fullback at Chelsea. And I think it's just that a lot of people have not paid attention to him. In my opinion, he's probably the best fullback in the world. The way he's looking to occupy those attacking positions, he's giving Maresca that unpredictability in attack. Sometimes Cucurella is so good locked on to his wingers. He's not allowing his wingers any time and space. And you understand why Maresca is more likely to incline towards picking Marco Cucurella to be his starting left back. Now we move to midfield. Midfield is a trio midfield. Fernandes, Fernandes and Caicedo with Palma ahead of them. And this is a midfield three that works. A destroyer, a ball player, and a creator. And that is a perfect midfield. In build-up, the build-up is usually a 3-2-5, with Caicedo being joined by a fullback. But look at attack. Look at the positions of Cole, Palma, and Enzo Fernandez. They are occupying that half-space position, and Caicedo is able to find them with a simple pass. And now Chelsea have two of their best players, an out-and-out number 8 on the left, and a deep and an attacking midfielder on the right, giving Chelsea that needed dynamism in attack. You can see the position that Caicedo picks, sometimes even when he plays with Romeo Lavia, they are able to manipulate that space between themselves. And the position that the position that Fernandes and Palma are picking are so high up, as Chelsea are looking to create this box, this twin box in midfield, especially looking to have the pressing resistance of players such as Caicedo and Lavia in that space, while players like Palma and Fernandes look to occupy the positions in the half spaces. And because of the positions that Palma and Fernandes are occupying, Chelsea are constantly overloading the midfield. A simple pass and Chelsea are able to beat the opposition's midfield lines and progress onto the next stages. Now we move on to the next areas of the pitch, which is the attacking, the wingers actually. So we have Pedro Neto and then we have Jamie Gittens, and both of them are wingers and both of them are looking to actually create something and attack and cut in through both sides. And what you notice from this situation is that Jamie Gittens is able to receive that ball, look to cut the ball, and actually look to create problems for the opposition. And when you notice this is that Gittens coming in is actually giving Chelsea that dynamism in attack. He's looking to dribble past players, he's looking to take on players, and this is actually giving a lot of problems to opponents in that they are now able to cut in. He's now able to cut in, he's now able to give Chelsea something much different than what Jadon Sancho was giving Chelsea down that left. And this is giving Chelsea much more dynamism, much more tactical flexibility in those positions, and it's actually making Chelsea to be so unpredictable in those wide areas. Now when you compare that with the in-form Pedro Neto, you notice that Chelsea have threat down the flanks. Move on to the attack, and I'm going to pick João Pedro, and I think João Pedro is going to be Chelsea's leading striker. I know Chelsea signed Liam Delap, and because of the signing of Liam Delap, what you notice is that now Chelsea have two good strikers. João Pedro is so good when it comes to the way he's looking to link up play, the way he's looking to pass the ball, the way he's looking to receive the ball, the way he's looking to actually change the angles of play and actually alter the way he's looking to play his football. And that gives him some slight edge on what he actually needs, in that João Pedro now is able to receive the ball in dangerous areas of the pitch and look to control the ball and look to actually score goals. And it's giving a lot of dynamism to Chelsea's attack. His movement inside the box is quite great. His finishing is very, very good compared to Nicholas Jackson, who was wasting a lot of chances. And what you notice is that even his shooting is quite great, meaning that he's a player who wants to shoot outside the box. He wants to try something different outside the box, and he's going to improve Chelsea's attack. Let me not even speak about his work rate, because as a striker in Maresca's system, you should really work hard, because that is what is going to determine whether you're going to play next season. So that is my starting 11. Now when you look at this, you can clearly see the 4-2-3-1, Sanchez in goal, center back partnership of Chalobah and Levi Colwill, fullback partnership of Reece James and Marco Kurela, Caicedo and Fernandes in midfield, with Palma playing ahead of them, and attacking three of Pedro Neto, João Pedro and Jamie Gittens. And this, when I'm saying this does not mean that these are the players who are going to play every game of the season. No, there are too many games, and we are going to have even more signings. We have Jorel Hato, we have Xavi Simons, we have Estevao, and we have many more players who Chelsea have signed. And what you notice is that it's up to Maresca, it's up to Enzo Maresca to strike a balance between attack and defense. Know which type of players he's going to need in different games. We have players like Tosin, we have players like Gusto, we have players like Hato, we have players like Lavia, we have players like Estevao, and all these players are going to need game time. But it's up to Maresca to create two excellent teams that are actually able to help him to compete on both fronts, managing player minutes, managing players' health, and ensuring that he's able to create that harmony in that squad. And in my opinion, I'll say that Maresca actually wants a 23-man squad. And when you look at it, you're going to realize that by the start of the season, Maresca would have shredded that squad to 23 men. Down here and watch it. See you in the next video.